to the City Talk Podcast. Let's go.
Good morning.
What's happening?
What it do?
Good morning, good people.
What's going on, family?
How y'all doing today?
Good.
Another day, another
How y'all
blessing.
doing, brothers?
Just said, man.
Another day, another blessing.
Oh, yeah.
Just said.
Absolutely.
Man, what's that question you just asked us? Because I like that question. Let's get right to it.
Okay, cool. Yo, put this on y'all, food for thought, but not really though. But at the same time, it kind of is. Are leaders born or are they created through experiences?
I think I'm gonna say leaders are born, man. I think some got it, some don't. And now a leader in a sense could be a good thing or a bad thing too. So that's why I say some got it, some don't, and you gotta just be born with it. And I say that because like I just believe that if you do got it, you're very influential. You know what I'm saying? Where like you can just come in the room, everybody listen, shut up, listen when you talk. You know what I'm saying? You can do this and do that. You can do literally the opposite, and somebody gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Like I feel like it's all just in you more so. And then I do believe that you are coached up along the way to be a better leader. But I think you born with that. I believe.
I see that. Yeah, because it's like, I feel like,
I just think it's always in you though. You know what I'm saying? To do that. You know, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? To if it is to lead, okay, yeah. I think it's just something that just come with it though.
yeah, because I feel like certain experience can like get you to that point, but it's also like you gotta have that drive within you to kind of want more, because everybody don't want it. Like,
Facts.
you know, some people are scared to succeed. You know, and sometimes like, because even like when you talking about a leader, it's a certain type of traits you gotta have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when it comes to certain things, like simple things like controlling your emotions when it comes to certain things. And, you know, what's your discipline, like your obedience. You know what I'm saying? Like what are you doing to kind of control? And you know, like you say, you come into a room and people are listening. They like they're attentive. Like, okay, let me listen to it because it's a certain way of your presence. You know what I'm saying? That gravitate to people and people, you know, they like that. You know, but it's also like you said, something got to be within you already, and then it's kind of like, okay, how do you nurture that along the way to where people looking at you like, oh, that's a leader right there, because it's like it don't turn off.
No, and that's why, that's my thing.
Yeah,
too.
it don't turn off.
It's everywhere with you. And again, like you said, for what is it about a person that everybody want to listen to or everybody wants to follow or whatever case may be? You know what I'm saying? Why do you walk with this confidence? Why do you know what I'm saying? But again, I think it's diving deeper on like what that person wants and, you know, how hard are you getting it, you know what I'm saying, to achieve whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm pretty much right there too. Talking to my partner, I was saying it like this basically. Okay, so you know, like you got those natural athletes, and then you got those people who have to work just as hard, or let's say like, let me sum it up like this: like you got natural talent, and then you got the talent that's worked for. I said some people are born natural leaders. But then there are also some people that genuinely want to be leaders and have to work on their craft. It's just like sports almost to a degree, or anything that you apply yourself. A lot of the times, like if a person got extreme hardcore work ethics, touching back on what T said, discipline, you know, how's they operating, then if they truly want that, then it's a big possibility that it can happen for them. You know what I'm saying? So, but then also too, throwing that on there, it takes a lot to be a leader. And I was saying it's all different kind of types of leaders. You know what I'm saying? You got the good, you got the bad. You know what I'm saying? You got the arrogant. You know, you got the conscious and unconscious. You know, so saying that to say this, I think it's kind of like 50-50. Like some people are born with that natural ability, and other people gotta like work hard for that ability. And then I would encourage you, if you're one of those people that gotta work hard for it, surround yourself with people that's moving like that. But then also too, a great leader is a great follower. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll make sure that you pretty much hit you with that Booker T line, associating yourself with people of good quality because, you know, long story short, you are who you hang around. So if you're hanging around people that's rolling with the little dogs doing little dog things, then chances are you a little dog. But if you hanging with the big dogs, rolling with the big dogs, then you want some big dog things.
Roof.
You already know.
I'm hanging with him.
Yeah, man.
I'm hanging with him for sure.
Right on.
Kind of like you say, like, you know, it's what you eat too. So if you eat,
Yeah,
if you eat that
yeah.
your breath smell like
What you said. What you said right there.
Boy, we have bars for days. I hope y'all
Ooh.
catching this, man. Picking up these
All
jewels
of
that he
that.
dropping, man.
All
For
of
real.
that. All of that.
Oh man.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact, man. I definitely agree with all that, man. And like you said, bro, it's just different type of leaders, and you gotta be one of those people that is always a student to whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? To keep leading.
Cause it don't stop.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
don't
thing.
stop.
Like it
Yep.
don't stop. If you're gonna be that leader, it comes with responsibility too. Because
Man.
people looking up to you when it
Man.
comes to a lot of things.
And
So,
everybody ain't built for that. That's
Mm-mm.
the thing. Like,
And principles too, man.
oh yeah,
I'm gonna hit y'all with this David Goggins real quick, man, because
Yeah.
he said something in regards to like leadership that kind of blew me out the water. He said, "Whoever you look up to will always let you down to this degree because they are human." Basically, he was coming from the approach of don't look up to me, look at me because you could do the same thing. So as you navigating around people and following people, don't hold them on a high pedestal.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like a godly kind of pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Just meet them where they at. Take all the good that you can and evolve from that. You know what I'm saying? See all their flaws and work on that. You know what I'm saying? Work on that personally. If you could see it, then chances are you can do something about it. So just be better.
and that's a fact, bro. That's just in the Bible, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't believe in man. You know what I'm saying? Believe in God. So that right there, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Can't be putting your trust in man, because again, too, like you said, Cortland, what you saying? They gonna fail you every time.
yeah, because
Every time. Every time. Ain't nobody perfect.
Yeah, and just kind of like what Meech just said, you are as great as your circle. You know, so
Facts,
it's like,
facts.
Man.
and you know what I'm saying? What's up, Meech? Good morning, man.
What's happening?
But no, but it's like,
What's going on?
but it's like, and it's so funny because you have a lot of people that put so much value into men, and you know what I'm saying, men and women, to where when they do something, it's like it's kind of law to them.
Facts.
And
Facts.
it's
crazy.
crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when they do something wrong, it's like they kind of on that balance, like, okay, should I go with that because, you know, they believe in this person so much, so even when they do wrong, they still, you know, go with them. But when they really disappoint, it's like now they heartbroken, you know what I'm saying, because they put so much into them.
So
Like,
much
man,
into it.
you gotta look at people. I always know that people are flawed, and nobody is perfect, but it's all about, you know, how you approach it. That's why it's like I never look, you know, again, for like being a leader. You know, you gotta understand like where it stops and know, like, you know, everybody has their point to where they have a breaking point. You know, everybody has those moments. You know, it's never gonna be to a moment where you always have it together. You know, this is life,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Like,
real.
so
Hey, it's a beast.
it's a whole nother monster. So it's like when somebody is weak, understand in that moment that can be you too. Like you just said, look at me. Don't look at me at that, you know, that level to where you like, oh man, that's God. Yeah, that's good, but understand you can be right here too. You just got to put in
You
that
know
work.
what I'm saying? You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
That's it.
Yep.
Well, then on that case, then you probably is built into it too.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
everybody
Yeah.
got it in a sense, but you can also be built into a leader, just certain levels of leader. Would you say or what?
No,
Yeah.
because it's like, because I feel like, kind of like what you just said, like you can be born that, but who you around and what builds you, that, you know, in that moments, then it's like how bad do you want it in the environment that you in? You know what I'm saying? Because some people can just sit in the environment and be comfortable, and some people
Right,
like,
right.
no, I don't like this. I don't, you know. Then they can see what's around them, but that'd be the God moment where you wake up like, no way, I don't want to stay in this position.
Yeah.
You know, and then you gotta look at it like, okay, what can I change to get out of this position? What I gotta do? Who I gotta hang around? Like, but you gotta have that ideal, like
That it
life
factor.
of- yeah. So it's like it's different.
Look, I don't even know why. I just I had this quick flash of leadership definition. What if being a leader was consciously working towards your true self, and people was respecting that and followed you that way.
Ain't that is it?
To a degree.
Yeah.
Some people just some people move unconsciously and other people follow, but what if everything was intentional about all movements and you was operating as your true self and people was respecting that? Because you got some leaders, man, that's fakers on the front lines, and when you get close to them, you can pick them apart and see that they made of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Could that not be intentional?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm saying intentional by because, okay, if you talking as like somebody who's being a poser in a sense, as acting as a real strong leader, right? And this person is just knowing that he's really not internally, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna just soak and get what I can out of as many people as I can.
I see that perception. It can go either way, bro, because some people really don't know that they faking it to make it because they just a fake person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it can go either way.
Nah, facts.
Say meet shit us with another one. He said the first step of leadership is honesty with self.
Facts.
What you
That
said right there?
That right there.
And that's facts.
It gotta come within.
Yeah, because I feel like, and it's like you kind of got to know what you're doing it for. Like I think a lot of people get into anything business-wise is like either for clout or just to be around, surrounding people that's in the field that they want to be in and just be held to that pedestal that everybody else in. Like you got to kind of know your why. Like why are you doing that? You know, like anything I do is more so like, okay, it's again, me versus me. How do I become better than, a better person, all that. But some people look at it a different way. So it's like, it depends on what type of leadership you following too, because some people going to lead you the wrong way. Then, along the way you'll find out, but you just kind of got to check yourself.
You know, when you said me versus me, man, that's some real scary stuff to deal with, man. A lot of people don't want to face they self, man, and evolve, That's some scary stuff, man. It takes some huge, what to do that. Or some, or some on the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, sister wise, I'm encouraging you to do so if you ain't. Look at yourself in that mirror and evolve,
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people, and then it just kind of like what he just said, being honest with yourself, like you got to look in the mirror and know where you wrong at and then fix it. Stop running from things. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people run from everything that, and this can be anything, just running from a conversation, running from bills, you can't run from anything in leadership. You got to face it head on. That's how you become better at everything you do.
You know what's crazy, man? When you said that, okay, so I do this thing where, like, if it's anything that I find myself looking away from, whether it be like a task or like, I don't know if you all like be operating, like let's say like you doing something around the house and you see something out of place and then you look away from it. But then I'm like, why did I just look away from it? Then I look back at it and then I attack it. I'm like, I'm saying that to say this, based off of what you just said, being willing to face it, instead of looking away and looking at it, I find myself looking at things that I look away from to approach it because I'm like, something in me made me look away from that. And what was that? I need to explore that. And then so when I look back and then I start to pursue it, it ain't even nothing. 95% of the time, it's nothing.
That's nothing, bro.
And so I'm like, dang, why did I respond like that? And this goes with tasks, or this go in regards to like setting goals, like you can like look away from your goals or get, you know what I'm saying, get side reeled or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But I just like look towards it and then examine what made me look away or what made me deter. So that's it. I'm saying that to say this. If you confronted with any of that, I encourage you to like, get back on that path and attack it and examine why did you deter, and then really solve that. So that way you will most likely deter less. So I'm saying that to say that just imagine if everything I came into contact with, obstacle-wise, adversity-wise, and I was looking away, imagining that the looking away eventually will become a habit to where like you will neglect and run away from everything. So setting that habit to look at it, you are more likely to do it. So that's it.
No, that's powerful though, bro.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, anything I do, man, I just try not to run from anything. Like,
Man,
I don't care how hard it may be. Like, I face it, because once I face it, I just feel better as a person. Like,
man,
even if I know
Every
I'm
time.
wrong, you know what I'm
Every
saying?
time,
Like,
too.
when I
Man.
face it, now I can go to sleep
man,
better.
What you said.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that right
Like,
there.
Definitely guilty of that. Like trying to run away from something, but then eventually having to face it. And then, like you said, T, after you actually face it, you be like, bro, that wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
it
wasn't
wasn't
nothing, bro. Like I could have kept doing that again too. Like you said, that becomes a great habit as well too. Facing shit,
Yes,
like just
sir.
going head on with it,
yeah.
knocking it out. You know what I'm saying? Putting it behind you, and
Right.
and it's gonna be dead. You know what I'm saying? Not pushing it to the side and it's still in front of you.
Yeah.
But no, that's a fact. That's what's up.
Oh yeah. Look, I was even thinking on the opposite side of the spectrum for those who choose to run frequently. Just imagine if you get cornered by being held accountable. Either you gonna break
Yeah,
or you gonna
yeah.
attack. It's only two. It's either what's that, fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? So by not facing things, eventually you will get pressed in a corner, and then you're gonna have to face whatever comes your way. And not all the times it may be, it may not be good. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, conquer yourself.
You have a lot of fake leaders out here, too.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
Like, you'll tell them, your experience or whatever, or it's kind of like that person, like, that read a lot of, they might see something online or read a book or something, and they'll regurgitate the same thing they said, but they not following nothing that they did.
Exactly. Yep.
What you said.
And I'd be like, wow, like, you out here straight leading people this way, and
It's-
you ain't practicing nothing.
And that's a terrible leader. You
I'm
know
like,
what I'm
wow.
saying? That's a leader that don't do no homework. But yeah, that happens so often. I feel like
I like how you said that, the leader that don't do no homework.
Yeah.
leader that don't do no homework. I mean, again, like we said, as being a leader, you gonna have to be a student to whatever the studying you got going on. So if you ain't doing the homework, you don't know the information to
You
lead
cheating.
people. Yeah, you cheating.
You cheating, bro.
You cheating, bro.
You a cheater, bro. Like, it's just how I go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, look, I go back in class when I was in Spanish class. Bro, I ain't do no damn work.
Not at all.
But she already knew what I was in there for.
I sure couldn't stand
Look,
Spanish,
I'll be in that class, no lie. I wouldn't touch a lick of work. And then I get in there and I'm sitting by the person that know everything. She like, Terron, can you move over there? I know what you're doing. But I told on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it show. Like I ain't know. All I knew was bonjour. That's it. That's all. That's all I knew.
Look,
But it told. I told
Bonjour
on
in
myself.
Spanish.
That's it.
you go in class. Bonjour,
Bonjour,
That's it.
bonjour.
That was it. I was done.
That's it, man. Dude, he funny as
Look, I couldn't say a sentence or nothing. But that was one of the moments where I told on
Walk in.
myself.
Bonjour.
And that was it. I was done. I'm like, okay, who I'm gonna cheat on? Who I'm gonna cheat off
man.
today?
Dude,
And that's
you
why
funny as
and
well.
that's why I took it twice.
No,
The-
for
the
real.
first time I was on all BS, so yeah, I'm like, let me go ahead and go back and do this
I
again.
barely
man.
passed Spanish 1, bro. It doesn't even make no sense.
I don't even know why they had two, because I was mad at one.
Yeah,
so,
that wasn't it.
yeah, man,
That
that's
wasn't
funny.
it at all, man.
But yeah,
Oh, my
man.
Goodness.
Next question, man. Next question. I got a question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
What have you ever experienced bad customer service? Like, and I want to say this because it's been times where
Man.
I walk in. Sorry about that. I walk in. You'll walk in somewhere, and it's just kind of like anything else. You'll walk in somewhere to an establishment, but nobody speak to you. Like, how do y'all feel about that, man? What happened to the customer service when it comes to the service business, man? Like, what happened? What y'all think?
See, I can hit y'all with a story real quick.
Hit us with a story,
Go ahead,
then,
yeah.
boy.
Okay, so this is barber school days. You know what I'm saying? I would faithfully, on my break, go to Subway, give me a cold cut, Italian herb and cheese bread
Cuddy?
with the what's that? Give me some of that red sauce on there. I forgot what it's called, and the mayo and a little bit of spicy mustard. That was my sandwich.
The
Chipotle.
The Chipotle, boom, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Look, I ordered the same thing every single day, pretty much. Every single time I went there.
Okay.
I get me 3 cookies. So, long story short, I'm saying that to say this. I had my sandwich. I would go to McDonald's, and grab me a tea. That'd be like the highlight of the day. I eat my food, drink my tea. One day I went up in there. It was faithful. You know, I went over there. What's that? Grabbed my sandwich. Met 2 other brothers over there from school, and we went inside the McDonald's, man. And you know, I had my sandwich, and they was ordering their food. I sat down. I had my tea. You know, I started sipping on my tea, eating my sandwich. And then the woman was like, she came up to me. She was just on the side of me. She was like, "Nuh-uh." I'm like, "Excuse me." She was like, I'm like, "Ma'am, everything cool?" She's like, "No, you can't be in here." I'm like, "What you talking about?" She like, "You can't be in here with this Subway." I'm like,
She said you can't be in the McDonald's with a Subway bag.
sandwich, drinking a McDonald's tea. She's like, I'm like, "Ma'am, I just got it." I said, "I just bought me a tea. I'm finna enjoy my sandwich. I'm waiting on the other 2 brothers to get their food so we can go back." She was like, "No, you gotta get out. You gotta get out." She had a mop in her hand. She had a broom in her hand. My initial reaction, this is poor customer service. I'm just gonna be 100% real with you. My initial reaction, I grabbed that cup in my mind, threw it against the window, like, "Bow, clean this." But long story short, I'm saying that. But long story short, though,
you didn't do it.
I didn't do it, and I ran out of that building before all those dark thoughts started taking over. And all I seen was that ice bouncing off the window and shattering all over her body, and she mopping that floor. But I'm saying all that to say this: I ran across the street with my sandwich and with my tea. I ran upstairs, and I cannot lie to you, man. I stirred at that McDonald's for about 3 hours, man, just eating my sandwich, man. I couldn't even drink the tea. But long story short, the 2 other brothers came there to the school, you know. They was like, "Yo, DeAndre, man, this woman just snapped on DeAndre at McDonald's." I'm hearing everything. It's like, because I was so, like, I don't know. It's like I was so ready, but at the same time, I was so chill. But I'm saying all that to say this. I experienced some really horrible customer service, and if you want to know the rest of the story, you just have to see me, because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, throw myself up under the bus like that. But long story short,
how did it make you feel though?
See, that'll be the part that'll be throwing me up under the bus.
Okay,
I'm just gonna say McDonald's is still standing till this day.
Until you let them dark thoughts out.
Why was she thugging at McDonald's like that, though?
Why she go so hard for $7.95 though?
Man, it was actually $1. It was actually $1.
I'm saying her hourly rate, man.
Oh man, I'm talking about willing to die over that print. So I'm like, "Yo, man, this ain't gonna get you. This ain't gonna get you a promotion. This ain't gonna get you nothing." You know what I'm saying? And you can clearly see that I bought this, and you know I'm chilling, I'm waiting. I even said I was waiting, but she was still going off. I said, "You know what? It's best to walk away, man, sometimes when you experience bad customer service, as opposed to tap into all the darkness," you know what I'm saying, and get yourself taken out of character. But long story short, I'm saying that to say this, man, that's the end of that story. Don't become a victim of bad energy when you experiencing customer service.
Yeah, nah. Good customer service. Well, I'm gonna start off by saying just bad customer service make you not even want to shop, make you not want to eat. Whatever you know what I'm saying.
To touch on that, that was the last tea that I bought from that particular McDonald's.
And that's crazy, bro.
I ain't even buy nothing else from
Your
that.
money was great, good as green, man, up until that point.
Man, I was spending money there all the time, getting my famous tea.
And that's crazy though, man.
You know,
that's crazy as mug. And matter of fact, y'all know about this story. I went down to the convenience store down the street or whatever, man, and this is when I started growing my dreads out and all that stuff, man. And mind you, we used to go there. It ain't too far from the shop, so we used to go all down the street all the time and get some drinks, waters, chips, whatever the case may be. So I had my do-rag on, and then the clerk behind there was like, "Oh man, you made me want to reach for my gun. I didn't know that was you."
No.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Because I got a do-rag. Not because I got a black hoodie on, not because I'm dressed in all black, not because I got a do-rag on.
So
you know what I'm saying? So that right there was terrible customer service, because if anybody walk in your store with a do-rag on, that don't mean that they trying to rob the place.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? So what was you trying to say in that subject? You know what I'm saying? So that's what threw me off completely. And literally ever since then, I'll walk another place or I'll go somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't shopping there no more, man, because that was ridiculous. Because how, like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, just wait.
I think, what was it, like, almost, we ain't go back there until they sold the space.
No, we didn't.
Ain't go back there.
We didn't. Like, literally, like, none. Walk past and there and all that.
Look, walk past on purpose so they could see it. Then we come back with the bag just
all
waving
of
like, we got chips next door, bro.
Man, but that right there, and mind you, like, that was just terrible customer service. Because even if it was a little funny joke or whatever the case may be, that's not nothing that to say. That was a threat to my life. I felt like, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and to say that so calmly,
So
and just to
calmly in a
project
laughing
that out.
manner, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's what threw me completely off, man. So, yeah, I think bad customer service, bro, would really, like, strip you away from, like, just good business. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, like what you were saying, Trill, like, I shop there almost every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, a good $5, $10 every day. You know what I'm saying? Going away out my pocket into y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Supporting y'all or whatever. But that's not how you treat people, though, man. Like, by all means. So I just knew that was definitely one for the bus for me. I wasn't with that.
Man, you know what's crazy, man? Going back to the McDonald's story, man. This voice had popped into my head when that
traumatized.
Man, what you said. His voice popped into my head of an instructor. An instructor said this to me. It's like, yo, that tea old there, man. Why you drink that? And I was like, man, that tea fire. I don't know what you talking about. But long story short, when that incident happened, his voice echoed in my mind. And I was like, I started making my own tea and could taste the difference. That's when I started making my own stuff. So it actually, if you experience bad customer service and it's a void there, it actually motivates you to create your own little bit of happiness, which is, replace. Yeah. It just motivates you to replace it.
No, that's a fact.
So I'm pretty sure instead of like buying snacks from that store, just like you replaced that whole scenario, went to a whole nother store to replace that habit that was bringing you peace at the time.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact, man.
I have a lot of them, but I just say the most recent one I just had experienced. I went to, now this already wrong. You're going to get something to eat at a fast food spot. This happened to be a Jack in the Crack.
Oh man, I don't need
to say Popeyes.
I just came for that. Dude was like, all I need is a beer. I'm gonna be turned up here. I'm like, no.
That's what I'm saying. I have
they
so
be wilding
many.
in the fast food spot.
I have so many. I got one on Popeyes, Wingstop, all of them. But I'm gonna just stick to this one, this last one I just had. But bro, I'm going there. I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and get something to eat real quick. Just be real smooth, quick with it. So I'm like, I pull up. I see they had some popcorn chicken. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is some spicy boys. So I'm like, okay. I pull up. I can't remember the sauce it was. What was it? What was the name of that sauce? I can't think about it right now. But I'm like, I look at it. I'm like, oh, this look good right here. So I'm like, I'm going to order that. So as soon as she gets like, go ahead. I'm like, go ahead. You can't speak. Like, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Jack in the Box. Can I help you? She, go ahead. So I'm like, I'm already like, okay.
On the edge, like,
I'm like, yeah, can I just go ahead and try that popcorn chicken, the meal? Which one? I'm like, okay. So they had the spicy and the regular one. So I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead. Let me do the spicy. She already gave me the wrong one. She gave me the big box. I ain't even want all that. She gave me one that was $10 instead of the one that was $5.99. So I get the drink, whatever, pull around. I'm like, yeah, let me get the, can I get the, I can't think of the sauce, but I'm like, can I get the sauce, whatever. She's like, what she say? She's like, yeah. I'm like, what sauce you want? I'm like, can I get the, that sauce that's on the, on the picture? She was like, yeah. She was like, okay. So I pull around, and soon as she opened the doors, you could tell she was on the phone. She was on all type of other stuff versus just trying to be attentive to me. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, can I get that sauce? She's like, oh, we don't got that sauce. I'm like, you didn't know that before I pulled around? So I'm like, I already got my mind made up that I'm going to get this sauce.
Right,
They come with this. She's like, I'm like, so I always do this when they don't have a certain sauce. I'm like, okay, what do you recommend? We got barbecue, honey mustard, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
like she ain't recommending nothing.
She ain't recommending nothing. I was like, okay. I'm like,
she ain't here to play.
I'm like, let me get the honey mustard. she was like, yeah, we don't got honey mustard. I'm like, oh my God.
Damn.
So when she go get the honey mustard, she come back and was like, as she opened the doors, I heard, Mama. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, now she got the baby in there. Cause they had the inside lock. You couldn't even go in. So she get my money.
Sheesh.
She get my money, man. Then she already got the money. Then she come back and open up the door again and say, it's 12 such. I'm like, you already got my money. She like, oh. Cause it was sitting on the thing. She was just doing too much.
Wow.
Bro, she literally just gave me the box and my soda. She ain't give me no bag, no sauce.
Ooh.
Jacking the crack.
Bro, no sauce, nothing. I'm like, I can't get a napkin.
Jeez, you can't get no napkin.
And then look, when I got the popcorn chicken, bro, the popcorn chicken had to been like 2-week-old grease, bro.
Ooh.
I'm like, it was so dark. And I'm like, man, it's just some people, when it comes to when they at work, man, like you just gotta understand. And it's like I understand everybody go through something. Mm-hmm. So it's like not saying,
sure.
but I can tell like this is her every day. It wasn't like that's just how she do service. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't hey, sorry we don't got this, but you can try this. This is pretty good. It was just like we don't got it, and it was just like the end all. I'm like, dang, like you ain't gonna try to help me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's really the whole thing about it all, man. It's just how you talking to people and how you kind of communicate that, man. Because one good service that I will say, man, is Chick-fil-A. Boy, oh my God, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
I went to Chick-fil-A this morning just to ensure that the service was gonna be good, and it was excellent, excelente. You know what I'm saying? Like that's for the Spanish class, T.
Yeah,
but man, for real, bro.
You got a membership?
And all of that,
membership?
all of that, bro. And I really honestly believe, bro, it don't matter what mess up Chick-fil-A do, bro. They gonna be apologetic and correct it. You know what I'm saying? And so I sit there, they mess up my order, all that. And mind you, I don't think they ever have, but I'm sure if they ever was to, it'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, my pleasure. Hold on, just wait right here. You can keep what you got right there, and we're gonna bring you a whole new bag. And that's just gonna be that. But man,
yo,
I love it.
Yo. Side note too, man. Good customer service will have you looking for. Let's like you go in there and you get checked out by a certain person.
Mm-hmm.
If their energy is really good and they did a really good job, it'll have you looking for them the next time you go to check out.
Yeah.
Like I do this with this woman at Home Depot. Like she's super cool. She like an old school lady, but she always like it's crazy, man. She always hit me with like a scripture. And then she'll go ahead check me on out, and her energy be always good. I don't remember her name, but I know her face and know her energy.
Yep.
She said, "Come on over here, young man. Are you checking out with me? You keeping me a job, and I appreciate you. I just want to let you know that, And then she get to hitting me with a scripture or something, and just send me on in my day like the righteous way. I be feeling like I done just attended like a little mini church session when I get done interacting with her.
No, that's dope.
And what's that? I don't know if y'all been a goody, man. It was like a guy who was there right when you walk in the door. He'll hit you with some hardcore customer service and a couple of rhymes. You know what I'm saying? It's a good day to have a good day. Yeah. And make that day the best day. And we're going to do it this way. Yeah. And he'll literally go ahead, show you your seat, check you on in, but he will always be the same every single time. He'll greet you with a smile, greet you with a rhyme, and then show you your table. It was almost like you look forward to coming in just to get hit with that good energy before you take a seat.
People, I think what people got to understand, man, people want to spend their money, man.
That's a fact.
You just got to make it worthwhile. Mm-hmm. So if you give them good customer service, they're going to keep coming back. And then, like you said, they looking forward to it. Like, okay, now it's more personable. So when you, like you say, you go back to Home Depot, you go to Chick-fil-A or whatever, you looking for those same people to greet you. Mm-hmm. And then when you get there, they kind of make your experience better every time. So you take that away from all these places that you go to spend your money, you're not coming back.
At all.
Like this when people come in here, when they come in, we speaking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Purposely, not because we have to. We speaking because we want to and want you to keep.
We genuinely care about you.
And want to feel at home.
Yeah, we want you to feel fulfilled for real. And that's one thing that I experienced down in New Orleans, man. If I haven't been down in New Orleans, take a trip, man. The hospitality down there is unmatched, bro. I'm talking about to Uber drivers, to doormans, to bartenders
Family.
to like everybody. Like you really feel like you at the crib. Like, and it's weird because it ain't even like that at home. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even like that here, but it still feel like you've known this person for years and just sitting there talking with them. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely welcome you with open arms, and that's just one spot that I can say that I've been in. It's just like everywhere we went, bro. It was just, hey, what's going on, baby?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Talking like I said, like we've known each other for years. But yeah, I think that whole good customer service, man, that's like you said, T, man, that's where people want to spend their money at, man. And once you get that, yeah, it ain't going
you gotta
nowhere
make
else.
it easy for them. Because you'll go into an establishment, you will speak to the person that's working there, and it's like it's a job for them to speak back. Like they'll look at you like, what you speaking to me for?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
facts.
damn, like I'm
Facts.
just trying to like, get your day going. Like
All of that.
and sometimes I know, and what be cool too sometimes, because I just always remember be myself in all those situations, even when people ain't speaking, because if I speak to you, don't say nothing back, I'm just joning on you.
Nah, facts.
More than likely, I'm just gonna
Facts.
join on you.
But that's the thing too. I feel like
You're not gonna mess up my day, bro. Like,
Nah, yeah,
you're not
facts.
gonna mess up my day.
I think a lot of people are being themselves too, like being
They are.
like antisocial or not knowing how to talk to people in a nice manner, like not coming from no good household for real.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes too when in that same realm of everything, I say something to somebody and say how your day going, and then that lighten up their day because ain't nobody said that they ran into a lot of people with bad, customer service or just having a bad day. So me coming in and say how your day going, now they like, you know what, I'm having a good day now, blah 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 blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like it's just those little things that you can't forget because everybody going through something. So you just gotta make sure you know the best version of yourself when you go to these people.
Nah, that's a fact.
A lot of the times, man, this is when my energy is bumping at 100%. Sometimes I be petty with it. I say, hey, how you doing? You don't say nothing. And then I walk close. Hey, how you doing? And then like if they don't say anything, then I answer it for them. And then I say, thank you so much for answering. Thank you so much. So I say, thank you so much for saying how you doing. And long story short, they'll start chuckling. And then I'll go ahead and roll on. Oh, I'm doing fine. Oh, you doing good? Okay, cool. Thank you. And then I roll on. They start chuckling.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just having a bad day. You'll kind of hear that.
Right,
So, but long story short, I just, killing with kindness.
That's a fact.
At the end of the day, man, start checking yourself when it comes to customer service, man. Is everything.
I wanna say, oh my fault.
Go ahead.
I just want to say this one thing. Y'all know the golden rule.
Talk to me.
Like it's just okay. So the
go in the shower.
You treat people. That's not how you treat people.
Or golden brown shrimp.
All right. Good.
Go ahead.
Y'all fucking me up.
Not brown shrimp. That's golden brown.
So basically, the golden rule is treat others how you want to be treated.
Boom.
But I want y'all to scratch that. I want y'all to scratch that and treat others how they want to be treated. That's the platinum rule. Because not everybody want to be treated how you want to be treated. Not everybody want to be treated. I mean, you a king. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna treat a queen like that?
Yep.
So treat others how they want to be treated. I just want to share that with everybody, man.
Yeah. Just like that, man. Welcome to the city.
You are now listening to
The City
Talk
Podcast.
Let's go.